Here we go, coming into a nice, comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall. Your spine is long and still. Chin is out. And just go ahead and close your eyes for a moment. And let's do 2 sounds of Om. And we will get started with some breath work. Inhale. Inhale. And that's just to create a nice vibration, gently closing your eyes or keeping them closed, focusing on your breath, taking nice deep inhales through the nose and releasing with the sound of sigh or ah out of your mouth with the sound of sigh. Inhale. Again. Last one. And now just continue to sit here, hands gently relaxing on your thighs, nice and tall and strong, focusing on your own breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose, setting your intention, setting your practice, setting your day up. And gently bringing your hands up to prayer position at your heart. Bringing those thumbs up to the space between your eyebrows, or also known as the third eye. And bring your elbows together and gently bow your head. And raise those hands all the way up, looking up between your hands. And release them back down. Let's do that a few more times. Bringing your hands up, starting in prayer, coming up, 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 up. And release them back down. Few more times. Following those hands with your eyes, bringing them back down. Sitting up nice and tall here, let's go ahead and do some side stretches. Let's start with the left. I'm planting my left hand down, Nice bend in the elbow. And just bring that right arm over and feel that beautiful side stretch. And release. Opposite side. A few more times. Last one. And just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back up. And now go ahead and inhale those hands up to the sky and gently forward fold, folding over. Now walking those fingertips all the way over to the right. And back to center. And now all the way over to the left. And back to center, and slowly making your way back up. Okay, now bringing your feet into a butterfly position. And I am still using my blanket just so that my hips are just a little bit elevated. And you're just going to sit up nice and tall here and just hold for a moment. Okay, knees are flat or out. If they're like this, that's fine as well. And we are opening up our hips, prepping our hips for our chair pose. And go ahead and bring up that right knee, okay? And you're going to bring your hands into prayer pose right here, and the right elbow is touching the right knee, and the left knee is down. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release, left knee comes up and touches the left elbow, right knee goes down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release, back down. Bringing your hands back down, holding them up nice and tall. And slowly now we're going to cross our legs. Your right leg is going to be on the bottom, so the knee is facing outwards, and the left knee is going to be directly on top of it, okay? And with our hands spread out into a T, take the right hand and underneath the left into an eagle pose here. Inhale up, and on the exhale, just gently forward fold. And release, uncross the legs, go ahead and shake them out, and let's go in the opposite direction. Left knee under, right leg on top. One side is going to be a little more open than the other, you'll notice. And this time the left goes under the right. Yeah, oh, that one hurts. That one is very sore. Okay, inhale up and forward fold. I'm just going to hold mine right here because I have an injury, so this feels good to me. And release those arms. Again, shake out those legs. Making your way gently onto your knees. And just for a moment, go ahead and curl those toes under and just sit back and give those toes a beautiful stretch. It should feel really good. Sitting up nice and tall. And release, coming back down. Making our way into a nice little tabletop position here. Wrists directly underneath your shoulders, tops of your feet flat. Just kind of, instead of sinking in this way, just coming up. Let's just hold here for a moment and breathe through this. And slowly just start to inhale, looking up, moving your body into your cat-cows, and exhale, curling. Few more rounds. Taking that left or that right foot behind you, curling those toes under and just extending, reaching those arms out in front, and just give your body a nice long stretch. And release, bring it back up, and extending in the opposite direction. And release, coming back down. Sitting back down onto your knees. And we're going to slowly make our way up into our downward facing dog. Curling those toes under, lifting your hips back up to the sky, and pedaling those feet out. Coming into your first downward dog, noticing how this feels right here. And pay close attention to this. Notice how it feels, and then you'll want to notice how the next one feels. Pedaling it out, and just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and slowly walk your feet up to meet your hands. A nice bend in your knees, adjusting your clothing if you need to. And just grab opposite elbows here and swing from side to side. Shaking your head, yes. Shaking your head, no. Telling yourself you just don't know which way to go. Releasing the hands down to the mat. One vertebra at a time, slowly rolling that body up. With your head being the very last thing to come all the way up. And gently rolling those shoulders back. And forward. I'm going to go ahead and face you. We're going to do a little bit of overhead stretching here. Bringing your feet, about hip width apart. And just take those hands all the way up overhead. And exhale, release them back down. Stretching, stretching, stretching. Again, inhale, hands all the way up overhead. Exhale, let all the air out. Release all the way back down. Inhale all the way up, taking that right hand, grabbing the left wrist. Inhale up and just lean over to the right and hold. And release, coming back up. Ooh, release those hands all the way back down. Now we're going to go on to the other side. Inhale those hands all the way up, taking the left hand, grabbing the right wrist. Inhale up and over. And release, releasing those hands down, 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 down. Okay, let's take this right hand here, place the hand behind, and then just bring the left. Hold on, what am I doing here? Okay, sorry. Your hand is touching your back, elbow is out. Taking the left hand and just grabbing that elbow, pulling it back, giving your shoulders a nice stretch here. And release all the way back down. Ooh, opposite side. Touching the middle of your back. And just go ahead and push that elbow, or grab that elbow and just give it a beautiful stretch. And release. Interlacing your fingers behind your back, pointing them all the way down, giving yourself a nice heart opener here. And slowly forward fold. And releasing the hands back down to the mat. Go ahead and heel toe your feet farther apart than the mat. And taking that left hand, grabbing the right ankle. And giving yourself a nice little stretch here. Just a mini twist. And release, opposite side. And bringing your hands back to center, heel toe your feet back together, and inhale all the way back up slowly. Okay, we're going to do a few little lunges here to make our way into our balancing peak pose, okay? So I'm just going to come up to the top of my mat, and we're going to do this slow and gentle. No dizziness, no fast. So inhale, the arms all the way up, looking up to the sky. And on the exhale, you're going to hinge at the hips, leading with the heart. Inhale, halfway back up for a flat back. Exhale, plant those hands down. Take the right foot, step it back into a nice high lunge. And gently drop that back knee. Okay, getting your balance right here. Hands on your hips. Now bring your hands to the top of that left knee and just push it away. Giving those hips a beautiful stretch, beautiful hip opener. Placing your hands back down on your mat, curl the back toes under and step back up to meet the left. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale all the way back up. Oh, hands to heart center. And release. Opposite side. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way back down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant your hands back down, taking that left foot, stepping it back, gently dropping that knee down. Composing your balance and then bringing your hands up to your knee and pushing it away. And plant those hands back down, curl the toes under, step it back up. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands all the way back up. And hands back down. And release. Okay? A few more stretches here to get us going. Go ahead and take the right leg. If you need to hold on to something while we balance here, that's fine as well. Oh, nice hairdo. Okay? Just take the right leg, reach back and grab the top of your foot, and just give yourself a nice little stretch here. And release. Opposite side. Left hand grabs the top of the left foot and just give that leg a nice stretch. And release it back down. Let's try to step away from whatever we were holding and bring our right knee up, grabbing underneath the thigh, and just hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it back down. Opposite side. Three, 2, and 1. Release and bring it back down. Okay, we are now going to make our way into our tree pose. Yay! Okay, tree pose can be, your foot can be on your ankle, you can bring it up onto your calf, or you can bring it all the way up to the inner thigh, whatever works best for you. Okay, my pants are a little slippery, so it might not work there, but I'm going to give it a try. Bringing it all the way up. I'm finding my drishti spot. My drishti spot is my gaze of an object or something that I'm going to gaze into in order to hold my balance. So my mind is not focused on this. My mind is focused on my drishti, my gaze. Hands coming to prayer position. If you'd like to grow that tree, extend those branches up to the sky. Open it up wide, filled with love. Bringing your hands back down to open that heart. And back to center. And gently release that all the way down, shaking that left foot out. And let's try the opposite side. I'm also pushing my inner thigh and my foot together to create this seal and to create the balance. Continuing to focus on the breath. Breath before movement, always breath before movement. Without the breath, you can't have a movement. And release, shaking both feet out. Go ahead and take a wide step. Arms come out into a T, and we're just going to point the toes outwards, coming down into goddess pose, bending arms into cactus, and you're just going to straighten and bend. And now bringing your hands to your hips, Inhale, and you're going to forward fold all the way down. And just gently holding here. And now slowly go ahead and walk those hands over to that right knee, bringing your head over the right knee, giving that back leg a beautiful stretch here. And now walking those hands back to center. And all the way over to the left. And again, back to center. And now bring those hands up to your hips. Inhale halfway, exhale, fold back down, and now inhaling all the way back up. We're going to gently make our way back down, and you can do it however you choose. I'm going to start coming just down into yogi squat. Okay, so just gently making my way down, bringing my hands into prayer position. And bringing my blanket right underneath and gently rolling back, extending those legs out in front of me. That feels great. Go ahead and inhale, arms up overhead, exhale, forward fold. And slowly release. Go ahead and I'm going to remove the blanket, making my way down. Feels good on my back. And we're going to, bringing our arms out into a nice beautiful T, go ahead and bring the left ankle over the right knee and just hold here for a moment, okay? Stretching that out, your back flat against the mat, pushing your back down, shoulders flat. And release, opposite side. And release, go ahead and gently just scooch those hips a little over to the right and let your knees fall over to the left and look over that right shoulder. And bringing those knees back up, scooting a little over to the left now, dropping them over to the right, and looking over that left. And now release. Bring those feet up, bringing them into happy baby, gently rolling from side to side, giving the spine a beautiful massage before making our way into our final resting pose of Shavasana. Thank you for joining me this morning. I hope you have an amazing St. Patrick's Day and a wonderful weekend. Oh, St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow. And release, letting your feet your legs extend long, your feet just kind of fall open where they may. Go ahead and palms face down to ground yourself. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose and release with a sigh. And allow yourself to just be. Be who you are. You do you. Boo. Namaste.